Leslie made the vlog finally. Do something funny.
No, you put this camera in my face. You put this camera in my face all the time, and I never make the vlog, so I'm not even worried anymore.
That sounds like an intro right there.
No, it's not.
It's the intro.
I always say dumb shit into this camera because you catch me off guard and it never gets put on the vlog.
That's the intro for show. Starting the next one.
Hi vloggers. What do you call someone who watches a vlog?
Vlog watchers?
A vlog viewer.
Double V's. It's like a W. Team Hoot.
Everybody watches the vlog.
Hajime! Alright, I gotta fit 2 weeks into this vlog.
No hair this time.
I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's go.
By the way, anytime Leslie makes the vlog, I will announce it with this megaphone.
So I drove up to Fargo. My buddy Brad Hartsuck, my best buddy in the whole wide world.
My best of friends.
He took the GoPro and tried to get a bunch of footage for me.
So I'm looking for Trevor because I want to get a signed dollar from Shawn, but I'm finding some cool people along the way. This is Brent Palmer's dad. So do you know Shawn Francis?
No. My name only.
He is pole vault, yep. He does a pole vaulting vlog.
Okay.
So now you're on the vlog.
Oh. I can get him up to 19 feet.
Can you?
In the long jump.
Oh, yeah, well, you want to be on the vlog? Well, you're already in it, so.
I'm not a funny person.
Yeah, you are. Do something funny.
No.
Everybody does funny things.
No, I don't.
Do your best impression of a giraffe.
And then I told him at one point if he could go get Trevor Barry to do something funny on the GoPro, I would give him $1 signed dollar. Because that's how me and my friends do stuff.
Found him.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
GoPro.
This is Shawn's GoPro. You're on the vlog.
I'm on the vlog.
Now you gotta do something funny.
No, man, no.
Come on, do something funny.
You gotta delete that one.
You gotta do something funny. Do like a poop squat or something.
No, I'll do that to you.
He's gonna give me a signed dollar if you do something funny.
Come back to me and let me think about something. I'll think about something.
You know, you just do it. Just something out of the blue.
I'm thinking about something.
No, because then you're gonna go run and hide.
That's Shawn, I'm anti-social media. How about that?
You're not gonna do nothing?
No, man, I gotta be a role model for these kids.
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta show them what not to do.
Can you do a handstand?
I'm good, man.
Can you do a backflip? Can you do your best impression of a giraffe?
All right, let me see what you got first. You want to feel.
Every bet we do is based on $1. And so, when we do that, it's more embarrassing to be like,
Hey, Brad. Remember when I beat you and I have this trophy I get to bring with me everywhere I go? Ah!
so if he's ever being a jerk, you just whip the dollar out and
Oh, I'm a winner.
I owe Carrie one. But I don't like to talk about it.
I lose. I didn't get nothing. He has a video on me, that's about it. He's just laughing over there.
Leslie made the vlog again.
Bye.
So the warm-ups at the NDSU meet were like 20-mile-an-hour crosswinds, and me and Jack were struggling because we have a pretty active pole drop, and every time the pole would drop, it would swing off the runway. So that made it very difficult. So halfway through warm-ups, I'm like, I'm done. I'm just gonna wait and see if the wind changes or conditions get better for when the meet started. And about 2-3 hours later, they did. It turned into like a cross tail, and it wasn't 20, it was more like 10 miles an hour. I don't know what else to do. So we did.
And she's okay with it. She's just like, whatever.
So I came in at 520 on that 16.0 flex and smoked it. And then I went up a pole to 535, that 15.5 flex, and I smoked 17.6 or 17.7, whatever that is. And then at 551, okay, the first jump I was under, because I was excited to be jumping that high and I was finally warming up. The second jump, I was out because the wind died down.
So this is a big attempt. We got a signed dollar on the line here. 18-1. And he's gonna do it. Just because we're gonna sign a dollar to him. Why not? I mean, it's free money, right?
And the third jump, I was dead on. And then I just decided to not pull my hand up over the bar as well.
Oh! So close!
But it was a good jump. Still, those California cues aren't consistent, but when they work, they work. I just need more reps, and I don't have them. So that's what happened at the meet. It was a good meet. And it was fun hanging out with my best buddy, and my brother, and my friends, and everybody else. I tied the stadium record. I should have went to 536, and I would have knocked Jack Witt off the thing, but now we share it. Whatever.
Leslie has a fun little comment here and she wants to show everybody.
I don't think that's blog appropriate.
Yeah, it is. What is that?
So after the meet, I was pretty hungry to keep vaulting because it's just right there where everything's just going to start blowing up. And I told myself after the American Track League that I wasn't going to do any meets until Vault in the Ville. But I just did NDSU meet, and then after NDSU went well.
Well, alright, Leslie and Jack, I'll go to La Crosse, Wisconsin with you.
Yeah, 6 meets in 5 weeks. It's a whole lot of meets, and I'm not used to jumping like that. But I decided to go to La Crosse, so that's what we did. I had one practice with Caroline White, and it didn't go very well because of all the meets I'm doing. My legs are just like,
We need to not do meets anymore and travel.
I had a few good jumps, I guess. I mean, they would have been good at the beginning of the season, but right now I'm not so excited about them anymore. And then after the practice, we had a top secret meeting.
Where the learning class bar's on the corner, you take a break.
Where are you sitting right now, Caroline?
I'm in Henry's car seat.
Lazy edits. Meeting. Going to have a meeting, Jack.
Oh yeah, meeting.
It's top secret.
Top secret.
That I can't talk to you guys about yet, but you will find out what it is about soon enough. Some cool things are in the works, so look out.
So Thursday, I drove to La Crosse, Wisconsin. It was about a 3-hour drive, and the men were supposed to start at 5:30. I got there at 2:30, and then the meet did not end up starting until 6:30. And it was 45 degrees out with 10 miles an hour of gusting winds, and it was cold. It was really, really cold. But I had a really good warm-up, and I met a lot of cool vaulters down there, and I had a ton of fun warming up and couldn't wait to jump. So, we waited.
Is this good footage here? Whoa, you guys, get a room.
No, it's not.
Wait, show me your shoes first, Miss Ninja Leslie. Trail shoes.
Yeah, trail shoes. What is that?
AKA assassin shoes.
No, I did your elbows.
I I'm ready. Whee!
And we waited.
Let's go, Jeff.
4 hours in.
4 hours in. I got here at 2:30.
9:21.
And it's way warmer doing this right now. It's 40 degrees outside. Leslie had a good day.
Kind of.
Turn it around. Just look at your face for once.
No.
Leslie got on the biggest pole she's ever been on in her entire life.
Oh!
That was so scary, Chad. That was so scared. And I warmed up the grass with my faces.
That's the worst positive spin on anything I've ever heard. I'm not even shaking anymore.
True. I'm not moving. I don't even care.
I gotta work.
I thought you were calling in sick.
Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna get
We can't put that in the vlog, though.
I'm calling in sick.
And we waited some more.
Still here. Nothing but pole vault.
Started an hour before the track meet started.
It's gonna end 3 hours after.
3 hours after the track meet.
And we kept waiting.
Can you even be in these vlogs? I don't know how the NCA would appreciate that. Make it. What's your fake name?
My name's Heffy. They call me Hefe. Maybe Jose. That's mi nombre. Hey, that's mi nombre.
We waited some more. And then by the time I finally came in, everyone was out of the meet. I came in at 5:20, 17:1, and it was 10:15 at night. So I got there at 2:30, it's 10:15. I've only eaten like little snacks and a ton of Powerade and water, and I was freezing for that whole time. There was like 15 people who stuck around to watch, and you are the best people in the entire world, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. And
I'm sorry it didn't go very well.
but it was my first no height of the year. And if I look a year back from right now, it was the same week I no heighted last year.
So this week, I am never going to jump again. I probably will, but it just is funny how that all worked out.
But it was a good no height. I did my warm-up jump on the 16.0. I blew through I almost cleared the whole pit. So I started the meet on that 15.5 pole and blew through that on my first attempt at 5:20. My second attempt at 5:20, oh, it was a good attempt. I was just a little bit under, and on my last attempt I just dropped the pole tip a little too early, so for my last couple steps I was trying to keep it up, which made me run stupid, which ended my jump and didn't
Move
let
on
me
it,
swing
baby.
it up.
Oh.
So it was a long day to no height. But that's alright, because it was another really good progress day, because I was flying, and I don't think I've ever started on that 15.0. I've always kind of worked my way up to it, and I needed it on the first bar.
So that's never happened, which is really cool and good for those crummy conditions.
So now I'm going to take a couple weeks off, because I need to. But everyone always looks at no heights like, here, here's the best way to explain it. It feels like an intervention, you know, like...
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
He was so motivated and passionate about everything he did.
Until the day he no-heighted. He was hard to be around. He spent more time in the woods, but nobody knows why. It was an instant switch from being optimistic to pessimistic. We just didn't know what to do anymore.
That no-height turned him into Medusa. It turned him into stone or a pillar of salt. It turned him into Scar from the Lion King. It turned him into the guy who killed Bambi. Maybe Voldemort. The shark from Jaws.
He was right in the middle of his season, but tried to space himself as far as he could from the pole vault, even though we had practice in that very next day.
Nay. Turned him into Darth Vader. The guy who throws his hat at James Bond in the James Bond movies. Gollum, that thing from the Lord of the Rings movies. Tanya Harding, the Russian from the Rocky movies. Turn him into Walmart.
It was just one meet. The result does not define the vaulter that he is.
That's enough.
Coach came up to me after.
You know, you have to have a really short memory to be an elite athlete.
I've heard that before, but I don't really like that. You have to have a short memory if you thought it was a crappy meet, you know, or you thought you did a crappy result, or you didn't have a good day. Or you can have a really long memory as long as you look at the positives in the situation. So that's what I chose to do. I saw the positives, and there were a lot of positives. And again, it's another step forward in the right direction, and when this decides to blow it up, whether it's this year or next year, it is gonna blow up. Have a short memory, unless you're gonna look at stuff really shitty. Have a big, long memory if you're gonna find the positives. And there were a lot of them. You know, it's not like I didn't run through 3 times in no height. I mean, then it would have been a crappy meet, and that drive home for 3 hours would have been even worse. But it was a really good meet. Yeah, everyone thinks it's more like this. We spent more time in the woods, but nobody knows why.
When really it's not. It's very happy if you look at it that way.
Ready to get some quality training in for a couple weeks before Vault in the Ville in Kentucky. So if you guys are around, go check that out, because that'll be pretty sweet.
So I have 2 weeks. What do you guys want to see for 2 weeks? I'll be training, and I've been slacking on filming me training, but I'll try and do a better job at that. So if there's anything extra you guys might want to see, let me know. And if I can fit it in, I will do that.
Like always, subscribe on YouTube. This thing you're watching right here, it's a like window on a site called YouTube. Push the subscribe button.
Follow me on all the amazing social media places, like Twitter and Instagram, Shawn Danger Hoot, because Danger is my middle name.
I'll put the intervention video up because I think it's kind of funny as itself. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Bye. Randomness of the week. We have this little dog. I named him Squishy because as soon as the puppy was born, I was watching Finding Nemo. And if you remember that scene where they're like,
I shall name him Squishy.
And Squishy's been his name ever since. I just let him chill out in my room because I like him a lot and he goes crazy. I look over and he was crawling in my Hoot shirt. He couldn't get out. He was doing like backflips and my shirt was freaking out. So I grabbed the GoPro immediately and started filming. And Squishy is now an official member of Team Hoot.
Come on!
I say so.
Hey! You did it! He's an official member of Team Hoot. Crawled in there himself, went crazy. Right? Yeah.
Headwinds. Predator. The Warden in Shawshank Redemption. Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful Life. Agent Smith from The Matrix. The guy from 300 who decided to make sexual advances at the Queen. That's what he was like.